Welcome back to Madrid Pulse, your trusted source for all things Real Madrid, where we bring you exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes insight, and expert analysis on the biggest club in world football. Today, we're diving into a hot topic buzzing around the Santiago Bernabeu, Franco Mastantuono's arrival and the big implications it could have, especially for Rodrygo goals. Real Madrid are entering a new era under the leadership of Xabi Alonso. The 2025-26 campaign will mark the beginning of his tenure as head coach, and excitement is building following the team's promising performance. While that competition offered only a brief look at Alonso's ideas, the full scope of his tactical vision is expected to emerge over the coming months as he puts his stamp on the team. The summer transfer window has already brought fresh faces to the Spanish capital, with Dean Huijsen, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Alvaro Carreras all joining the squad. These new arrivals are likely to become key pieces in Alonso's starting 11, offering strength and depth in both defense and transition. However, one name stands out as particularly intriguing: 17-year-old Argentine wonderkid Franco Mastantuono. Although Mastantuono won't officially be eligible to join Real Madrid until he turns 18 in mid-August, preparations are already underway for his integration into the first team. The attacking midfielder has been one of Argentina's brightest prospects, and his talent has caught the attention of the club's technical staff. Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso see him as a long-term investment, but also as someone who could have an impact far sooner than most 17-year-olds would. According to reports from Diario AS, the club believes Mastantuono is arriving not just to develop, but to play. The idea is to integrate him slowly and responsibly, but also to ensure that he gets regular minutes once settled. His intelligence, technical ability, and versatility make him a valuable option for Alonso, particularly in attacking roles where creativity and positional flexibility are vital. As it stands, there's a real possibility that Alonso will use a system that accommodates Mastantuono on the right wing, either as a pure winger or an inverted attacker who drifts inside to create numerical superiority in midfield. Even if that isn't the primary system used, the very presence of Mastantuono in that role adds a layer of competition that could impact other players in the squad, most notably Rodrygo goes. Rodrygo has been part of Real Madrid's first team for several seasons now, contributing in big moments, from Champions League heroics to key La Liga goals. However, his inconsistency in form and lack of a fixed role have often raised questions about his long-term place in the squad. With Mastantuono's arrival and Alonso's tactical reshaping underway, Rodrygo's future looks increasingly uncertain. The Brazilian winger is still only 24 and has plenty of football ahead of him, but the writing may be on the wall. With strong interest coming from the Premier League, now might be the ideal time for both player and club to part ways. For Real Madrid, selling Rodrygo could bring in significant funds to reinvest elsewhere, while also relieving some of the logjam in attacking positions. For Rodrygo himself, a move could offer more consistent playing time and a central role in a different project, something that seems less likely at the Bernabeu now. Xabi Alonso is known for valuing structure and clarity in his squads. If Mastantuono continues to impress in training and acclimates quickly after his arrival, it's not far-fetched to believe he'll be given real opportunities in the first team, potentially at Rodrygo's expense. The shift is symbolic of the new direction Real Madrid are heading, one that combines smart recruitment, trust in youth, and a coach with a sharp footballing mind. It's also worth noting that Real Madrid have never been afraid to promote young talent when they believe the quality is there. The club's handling of players like Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and even a young Luka Modric in his early days shows that when someone fits the project, age becomes irrelevant. Mastantuono appears to be another one of those rare players who breaks the usual development rules. As the new season approaches, all eyes will be on how Alonso shapes his starting 11, and who earns his trust early on. Mastantuono's journey is just beginning, but the decision to bring him to the Bernabeu speaks volumes. Real Madrid don't just see a teenager full of promise. They see someone ready to compete, contribute, and perhaps reshape the club's attacking hierarchy sooner than anyone expected. For now, Mastantuono finds himself in a transitional phase. His current team, River Plate, had hoped to continue competing in the Club World Cup held in the United States. However, things didn't go as planned for Marcelo Gallardo's side, as they failed to qualify from their group, finishing behind Monterrey and Inter Milan. As a result, River Plate's journey ended earlier than expected, and the squad returned home to Argentina. While most of the team has resumed preseason preparations, Mastantuono's situation is different. His future lies in Europe, and both clubs are handling his next steps with great caution. Real Madrid and River Plate have agreed that Mastantuono will no longer participate in full team training sessions to avoid any risk of injury. Instead, he will follow an individual training program, working closely with a personal fitness coach until his departure for Madrid. This carefully managed approach reflects just how much value and expectation Real Madrid have placed on Mastantuono. The European giants invested a significant sum to secure his signature. The deal amounts to 63 million euros in total, with 45 million euros going directly to River Plate. The Argentine club will receive the payments in installments, while a considerable portion of the remainder is designated for tax obligations in Spain. For Real Madrid, Mastantuono is not just another signing. He represents the club's ongoing commitment to building for the future. Known for his technical ability, vision on the pitch, and maturity well beyond his years, Mastantuono has already caught the eye of the Madrid coaching staff. His performances at River Plate have been under close watch, especially by Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso, who has shown particular interest in the young midfielder's development. Sources suggest that Alonso has reviewed several of Mastantuono's matches from his time at River and has been impressed by multiple aspects of his game. His ball control, passing range, and tactical understanding stand out for a player of his age. There's a belief within the club that, with the right environment and support, Mastantuono can grow into a key figure for the team in the coming years. Supporters of Los Blancos are excited to see what Mastantuono can bring to the table. His arrival comes at a time when Real Madrid is blending experienced stars with rising talents to maintain their dominance in both Spain and Europe. The project led by Alonso and backed by the club's board has shown that youth development is central to Madrid's long-term plans. But for Mastantuono, the first few months will be all about adaptation. Moving from Argentina to Spain, joining one of the world's most competitive squads, and settling into a new culture all present challenges. However, the club has put in place a structure to ensure that his transition is as smooth as possible. His physical preparation over the next month and a half will focus on maintaining peak condition, while avoiding any unnecessary risks that could delay his integration into the squad. Fans can expect to see Mastantuono in action for Real Madrid in the upcoming season, though the club is expected to ease him in gradually. Given his age, the coaching staff will be careful not to rush his development, but they are confident that his potential will begin to shine sooner rather than later. As the countdown to August 14th continues, all eyes remain on Franco Mastantuono. The young Argentine's arrival promises to be one of the most anticipated moments of Real Madrid's summer. And here at Madrid Pulse, we will bring you every update as it happens. Stay tuned for more exclusive Real Madrid news, only on Madrid Pulse.